So this is an exciting matchup, isn't it? We got Unnamed versus Neko, two of the top European dogs, so to speak.
Well,
What's your predictions, Zeph? Who do you think's going to take this?
I mean, it seems very difficult for Neko to
Neko,
upset.
he was struggling versus Unnamed at the start of their set, but then he
Yeah,
just picked up steam and started playing really well. So
yeah, exactly. He was
not,
struggling at the start, but he needs to not only win, but then also win the bracket reset,
yeah, exactly, and
which seems very difficult.
versus the beast with no name. That is going to be a hard job to do. But he's starting off well here. His speed is the same as what it was when he started playing well in the previous set. From watching it, I noticed that he was playing quite slow, and then for the first half of the set, and then when he was getting beat, then he just started playing a lot faster, and that worked for him. And then he started playing better as well as faster.
Yeah, well,
and then points back. But it looks like he is playing about as fast as he was at the end of the last at the end of their previous set. So that's a good sign. That means we're in for a proper battle rather than just a walk.
A better sign is perhaps that he just won the first round.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to give him some confidence, especially since he lost the last set. If you, getting nice PC from Unname, that's it's always a nice feeling getting mid-game PCs. But from experience, I find every time I get a mid-game PC, I end up losing the round about 10 seconds later, which looks like it's about to happen. So
no, Neko had some misdrop, so he's
he couldn't
survive.
capitalize properly on that. But yeah, no, there's definitely something to be said about mid-game PCs. Like, it's obviously it sends a lot of lines, but because your board's empty straight after, it takes a while to get more attack going. So unless it's going to kill your opponent, like they are going to have an opportunity to get out of it. Unless you can.
Yeah, unless you do a firestorm and immediately follow up with 9 more PCs or something.
Exactly, which is always fun to do, but it's very tricky, especially because you've lost some of the bag and it's tricky to start looping. Okay, Neko's taken an early lead here, which is a very good sign from his camp, because if he just started losing this, I think mentally he would be not so happy. I'll let Neko's doing a really good job.
And he just blitzes out another round, and it's
one thing I noticed when just playing Neko. I've never actually played him before, so this was the first time. So I was very curious about his kind of play style. And at the start of the set, I played quite slow because I just wanted to get an idea of what he was going to do. And obviously, he's got a very strong opener. He's got a lot of T-spin creativity, lots of T-spin vision. But I did notice that in lots of situations, he kind of overstacked and got greedy, and I could punish it even though I thought I was playing terribly. And that goes to show that perhaps there's an element of safety to his game that he's working on, or that, because I noticed a lot of times I could punish him when really I felt like I was not in a position to punish, and I should have probably lost the round. But
I think
trying to rush through the game and trying to kill me quickly, and then kind of losing position and then getting killed himself. I'm not sure, but in this, he's just misdropped there, so that's no good.
Yeah, but my general impression, I haven't fought either of these players, but my impression is that Unnamed is a bit like that as well. They're both very aggressive.
Players, they're very, very aggressive. They both like to play fast. They both like to just get lots of damage out at the cost of their own kind of board flatness or board safety. I mean, it does work against a lot of opponents, but against the very top players, that playstyle does kind of get exposed, because when
top players can actually deal with
with the pressure, and then they can just wait until they've made a positional error and then just destroy them. But it does make for an entertaining set, because both these players do have quite similar playstyles, and so therefore it is a good matchup. But it's just who is going to get more of the
bigger explosion
misdrops, and it looks like Neko's doing a good job of that so far. But it is quite even. And from Unname's perspective, he's got to be a bit worried because Neko seems a bit like a streaky player. So I feel like if Neko just starts winning point after point, especially Unnamed, he's quite young, and I feel like he gets a little bit tilted. So he's gonna suffer, I think, if he starts losing points, and he's gonna struggle to get back in the set. So for him, these next few points are really important because, yeah, if he starts losing like 1 point, 2 point, 3 points mentally, I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to recover. So okay, he's just won that one, so he's neck and neck. The thing is, both these players are very much playing their own game. I think while in this game it's important to adapt to your opponent. Both of these players, they're just playing in their normal style of playing fast, getting damage, trying not to miss drop. But I'll be curious to see if one player starts losing, if they start trying to adapt to the opponent's playstyle, because to adapt you kind of need to slow down a little bit. Both these players, they don't look to be slowing down. They're both almost 4 PPS, so clearly they're just playing.
I think their approach, if they start losing, is going to be to speed up more.
Yeah, probably. Even though, ironically, it should probably be to slow down, because I feel like I'm not sure what your experience is with this, but when I start getting tilted in a set and I speed up, like I actually end up just making even more misdrops, because it's like I'm angry, but playing with anger, your logical part of your brain kind of turns off, and you end up just making more mistakes. And I think also a good opponent can kind of detect when you start playing a bit more frivolously and a bit more without care, and then they can maybe play slower themselves and then punish it a bit more. So against good players, it's always risky, like just speeding up without really thinking about it. What's your experience, Zeph, with like changing your speed throughout a set? Like, do you try
I don't try. I just usually I enter the set with a mindset of how fast I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah. And is that per opponent? Like, you have a look at your opponent and think, how fast am I gonna need to play here?
Sometimes, and sometimes it's just because it's playing at different speeds. It can be different sorts of fun. So I don't take it very like competitively when I play.
Yeah, true. Okay, Nick has got a beautiful stack here. He did a really good opener, and now he's just gonna spam out back to back. But Unnamed. Oh no, Unnamed's in a bit of a tricky spot. He's gonna die in a sec. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, see, now this is what Unnamed doesn't want. Unnamed doesn't want Neko to get a bit of a lead going, because Unnamed, unless he really claws back here, I feel like his mental's just gonna go, and he's really at risk now, just like losing every point in the set. We're gonna have to see what happens, but you see that he's still playing quite fast, which means that he's still just playing his style. And what I'm kind of concerned about from Unname's perspective is if his style isn't working and he keeps with the style, then he's just going to lose even more points. But again, it's very hard to say when both play this quick and aggressive, because it is
but also when the scores this close, it's difficult to argue that it isn't working. It's like
true, yeah.
It could work better, but if you're not losing the set, well, is it really working or not working?
True, but the thing is, Unnamed probably thinks his ability. I mean, but don't get me wrong, like Neko is a brilliant player, but Unnamed probably would be hoping to be quite far ahead. Being down 2 points is definitely going to make him think like, I'm not playing very well. And the thing about Unnamed is he's very self-critical. Like, I mean, I've talked to him in real life and played matches with him. Like, every mistake he gets very caught up on it. He's very analytic, and I'm not sure how much of that is like during the set, or just once the set's finished he kind of takes a breath and then thinks, I played really bad. Or because if he starts getting critical of himself during the set, that's when the
you can't afford to waste, or like you can't afford to use that mental energy during the set.
Yeah. But I think over time, Unnamed would definitely learn a bit more how to like stay calm, because I've played Unnamed at Stride 2020. Was it this year? Yeah, at Stride this year, I played him in real life, and I did notice that when he started losing, he was like a bit jittery. You know, he was kind of moving around in his chair, and I could tell he was getting a bit tilted. But like during the set, and I saw that, and it actually made me play better, because I thought if he's kind of reacting emotionally to this, I can really put on the pressure now, because he's going to be making like worse decisions. So that was helpful. So. And I think just because he's quite young, that might play into it. But over time, he should learn a bit more how to keep his emotions in check. But because Tetris is such a quick game, like if you lose control of your emotions, it affects your decision making so heavily. And
yeah, but his backpack right now was
he is doing a good job keeping it level, which is a good sign that he's not like getting tilted, because that's always the beginning of the end. Okay, Neko's really good back to back. Yeah, see, there we go. Neko just found a good back to back and punished.
Yeah, right. As Unnamed evened it out as well.
Yeah. Oh, Neko messed up his opener. Oh no, even worse. One thing I find is, okay, no, he's done I was about to criticize all opener mains, but in fact he's just downstacked that very well, so I'm not going to say anything. I was going to say that oftentimes I see with people that really put a lot of like attention, or just very heavily use openers, is when they like mess up the opener, they end up just getting into like a bit of a muddle, and then just like can't really fix it very well. And I think that's more at the lower ranks, because at the higher ranks, people use openers. But yeah, we go. It's just Unnamed
caught out one piece too early to be able to.
Yeah. This is a really close set though. Like this is really good. In terms of entertainment, can't ask for a better scoreline between these two players, because especially now it's getting deeper into the set. They're both going to be very cautious not to lose this, because especially playing at these speeds, like every single piece could be the end, because it's so fast. Like they're both just playing 4 PPS pretty much every single set, every single second, and at that kind of speed, one misdrop and you're basically toast. So they are both going to be very very focused right now. They can't afford not to be. But I'm wondering if either of them are going to it's just going to slow down at little moments. I mean, Neko I find is a bit. He at certain like positions he definitely slows down a bit, whereas Unnamed I find just tries to play fast all the time, which is not always the best decision. Like in a position like this, he would do a lot better to kind of just slow down at certain pieces and wait to tank a little bit. But okay, no, he's
slowing down to make the best decision is good, as long as you actually make a decision eventually and don't get caught out.
He's just got a good bit of pressure there. Oh, hey, it's heating up, man. It's heating up. Might get to 11-11, and that's gonna be tense.
Yeah, it's now a first to 3 +2.
That's a nice opener by Neko. I always like watching these top players, because I end up learning a lot about the opening. My opening is shocking. All I know is TKI.
Wow.
But it's fun to see what people come up with to actually put some time into studying the opening, which I do not do.
Well, the question is, do you really need anything more than TKI?
Exactly what
it's the best opener.
If you have a look at my rank, maybe you do. Jokes. There's more reasons why I'm so low ranked. Yeah, no. See, Unnamed did a little pause there. That was good, just to sort of catch his breath and. Oh, that's no good. It's just when you get this late in a set and you can feel the pressure from your opponent that's playing fast, you end up just having little lapses in concentration, and it means you just throw pieces to the side like Unnamed just did, and You just got to be really careful not to do that. And if you slow down a little bit, then actually it can sometimes stop you making it late. Neko's just done a perfect example of that. Just a little misdrop, but it can cost you a lot at these kind of speeds.
But I do find back to back now.
Yeah, playing so fast.
Huge spike.
Yeah, there we go. This is so back and forth, man. There is nothing in this. It's literally gone point for point, but the last
5
points. Yeah, no, it's neither of these players want to lose. They're so evenly matched. This is both players just. See, Unnameed's in a lot cleaner position, and actually it looks like Neko's going to struggle to get out of this. Oh no, that is not. Neko was. He had a rough little bit of cheese there, and if Unnameed just didn't mess that up, he would have won that. And that's rough. That's rough. Right, it might be a bracket reset. This is great.
Well,
the thing is, Neko's I don't know. Neko has to really dig down here because Unnameed does not want to lose this. There's a lot of pride on the line for this boy. A lot of pride on the line. There we go, look at that. That's so clean from Unnameed. Oh no! You overthought that. Okay, Unnameed's got a really clean board, but sometimes you can be too clean and then you're just going to send clean and your opponent's just going to blitz you out. Let's have a look. I know he's...
Yeah, but it seems like he's fine.
He broke back to back though. Nah, see that. Got a really nice bit of cheese on. Neko sent a really good bit of cheese. This is going to be tricky. Unnameed's got to figure this one out. Can he do it? Can he do it? Can he do it? Yeah, looks like he can. He's out. He's out.
He finds the down check.
Yeah. Oh no, Neko's. Oh, 10-0. Let's go. This is spicy. This is what you want from a grand finals. All right. Let's see. Okay, so they've both just gone to TKI, which is, well, I'm not sure if that's called from Neko because I don't. But I noticed they both went to a simple opener then, because I think when it's 10-10 and it's so tense, you don't want to take any huge risk in the opening. You want to just keep it something flat, something that you know what you're doing. Yeah, it's something that you can make sure that you have access to garbage if something happens. Yeah, the worst thing is just to build something complex, realize that you put on top of a garbage hole and lose in 5 seconds, which... Oh no, Neko, he's got the down stack. There we go, and he can build on top. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, Unnameed is playing too. The thing about Unnameed is he plays so clean, but against a quick player, if you play that clean, you can just and if you send a lot of clean, then your opponent, if they've already built up a clean stack themselves, then they can just use that garbage and send a huge spike. Although this is nice what Unnameed's doing. There we go. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, Neko couldn't deal with that. Unnameed even building on top of his stack just to get some more damage. And that shows that he was fully aware then of Neko's board, because he had a messy board, but he didn't care. He just built some more T-spawns on top of it because he knew that would kill Neko. And it's always nice to see when people are attentive to their opponent's board this late in the set, because it means they're not kind of tunnel visioned on their own board, which is something that I do a lot. Yeah. Especially late in the set, I end up just getting so kind of focused on not losing that I just don't even know what my opponent's doing, which means that you lose. Yeah, yeah, which happens quite a lot these days. Unnameed, tricky. That was a tricky one. Got a bit of cheese, and see in a set like that, quite quick. But just if you slow down a little bit, he could have dealt with that cheese and not just let it kill him. But I think, honestly though, with both of these players, if they did try and slow down, it would kind of disturb their natural rhythm, and I think it might actually do more harm. I think they've both just got to play the game that they know, especially when it's this tense. Because if you start mixing up your playstyle when it gets this tense, you end up just throwing yourself off and losing. Even that was a nice opening by Unnameed. Yeah, but he misdrops immediately after. Yeah, he can't keep up the momentum from that huge starting spike. Who's gonna be the one to misdrop? That's a bad eyepiece. That was rough. But Neko didn't punish it that much, which is you'd expect him to punish it a bit more. Then there we go, another one. And let's play. Count the misdrops, because I imagine there's going to be quite a few at this stage. Both players are going to be quite nervous and It's just about handling those nerves and not letting it.
But this set, Unnamed has too much back-to-back.
He's like Neko. Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's over. GG's. Yeah, of course. Congratulations, Unnamed. See, that was close, but Neko, yeah, he was just playing a little bit risky at the end then, and he was building some teaspoons on top of cheese, and that kind of decision will kill you against someone like Unnamed. Congratulations, Unnamed. That was a great finals performance, and it's nice to see Unnamed persevere through that, because you can, I mean, even in his playstyle, I can tell when he's like a little bit antsy, and especially at the end of that set, you could tell he was a little bit nervous, but he managed to deal with that really well and didn't like collapse or explode, which he has done in the past, which is nice to see. So he clearly is improving on his nerve handling abilities. I think if Unnamed like just mastered his nervous system, he'd be like a proper top contender, because he's so good and he's so quick. But it's when it's when things get tense. There is that element of uncertainty and like just mistakes and misdrops. But once he gets over that, he's going to be a proper threat to the top guys, I think.